Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to talk about some reprints that are coming. These are good reprints. These are reprints about which you should be getting rather excited indeed. Now, there are a couple we need to talk about, and I want to talk about, starting off at least, VSTAR Universe. Now, I know what some of you are thinking at this stage. Hang on a second, Wassy. VSTAR Universe? Gee whiz! That was a lot more exciting before Crown Zenith released. And I see where you're going with this, incidentally. I am aware that Crown Zenith has come out, and the Crown Zenith is essentially the English version of VSTAR Universe. Get that entirely. But I am still very much of the opinion that VSTAR Universe is just a better set. I adore VSTAR Universe. Now, I picked up a couple of boxes of it. I pulled some cool stuff. I'm not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. I am not yet done with VSTAR Universe. Now, this is one of those. I've heard it from a couple of different sources, so I can't tell you exactly when it's coming, but I have heard it from enough places and from reputable enough places that I do feel comfortable sharing it with you here. And essentially, you know, if you're over in Japan, right? Oh, it's coming in March, I should mention. It is coming in March. I can't give you an exact date, but I can give you next month. I can give you March. And look, if you're over in Japan, that means that your local game store, whatever it might be, is likely to be picking up VSTAR Universe, and they are going to be available. Outside of that, you're just going to have to kind of watch the usual channels. The places, if you pick up Japanese booster boxes, the places from which you usually buy them, you're going to find them coming into stock a little bit more. You're going to find the prices probably dropping down a little bit more. And this is all excellent news, and this is wonderful, and this is the kind of thing you should be excited about. I'm excited about it, ladies and gentlemen, and you should absolutely be excited about it too. But you can just ignore it in favour of Crown Zenith if you wish. Like, if you just want to turn around and go, you know what, Wassy, we got Crown Zenith, that's fine. That's okay. I mean, in terms of the fancy cards, they're very, very similar. You know, there's a few differences. So things like that Charizard V-Star, the fancy alternate art Charizard V-Star, it is in VSTAR Universe, but we got it in the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection, so obviously you're not going to be picking that one up in Crown Zenith, but you can pick it up from VSTAR Universe. Of course, the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection, as I told you the other day, is so gosh darn cheap and available now that it is, and I've told you this clearly the other day, it is definitely time to buy. So I would recommend just honestly picking that up, or even just picking up a single off the card if you really want to. My point is, there are a few differences. Honestly, it's mostly just a few cards that are easier to pick up in English. Like, I pulled the Lucario V-Star from one of my boxes of Crown Zenith, and that was, no, wait, VSTAR Universe. There are no boxes of Crown Zenith, and that was lovely. I enjoyed it, but you could just buy the Elite Trainer box in English and get that card. My friend Taj has got, must be nearing 100 of these now, because they're out there and they're very available. But the big difference between them is that when you open a pack of VSTAR Universe, you are getting yourself a V-Star or V-Max in every pack. In every box of VSTAR Universe, you're getting free character rares. You're getting yourself a secret rare of some description. You're getting yourself a super rare of some description. You are getting yourself a radiant Pokemon of some description. And the pull rates are just great. And of course, one of the cool things about VSTAR Universe is that you are just pulling great card after great card after great card. I mean, if you're playing in Japan, VSTAR Universe is an absolute no-brainer. It is a phenomenal set. But even if you're not playing in Japan, just in terms of high-quality proxies, if you're looking for high-quality proxies of good cards, VSTAR Universe is sneaky good. But it is also worth bearing in mind that VSTAR Universe does have... It has the potential for some very, 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 very good pulls. I mean, if we go and have a look at, you know, the best cards among them right now, number one is actually that Pikachu. The one that comes in a God Pack. Essentially, you get the 9 the 9-card picture, including the Pikachu. The other 8 aren't worth that much. The Pikachu really is. And in English, this is a very cheap card, and that's lovely. But over in Japan, this is far from a cheap card. This is currently coming in at about 32,000 yen, which is, like, that's obscene, ladies and gentlemen. Bearing in mind the box is like 5,500 yen retail, 32,000 yen is absolutely ridiculous. You're talking somewhere in the region of 200 British pounds or 240 American dollars. It is a ridiculously expensive card. There are also, remember, the other kind of God packs where you just get a pack full of secret rares, which is honestly kind of awesome. So, that is a possibility. We've got things like the Irida. For instance, a special art rare of the Irida, which comes in at 30,000 yen, which, okay, is a little bit cheaper, but not a huge amount. You're talking about $220 or about £185. It is, once more, a ridiculously expensive card. Elisa Sparkle is a 26,000 yen card, which you're talking about 160 British pounds or 190 US dollars. These are very, very expensive cards. And you know what? You're probably not going to go and buy the singles of these. You've got a chance to pull them from packs. Or maybe you do want to buy the singles. And here's a secret, right? Although it's honestly not a huge secret at this stage. If people open more packs, if boxes are more available, that's going to bring the price of singles down. I know there are a bunch of people who don't want to buy Japanese boxes for whatever reason or can never find them for a good price or whatever. And one of the kind of secrets here, which is really rather lovely, is the fact that you don't need to. Singles are readily available. And what you can do here is just go and buy yourself these singles. This, for me, is why the reprint of VSTAR Universe is so big. Because either you can go and buy the boxes, or you can go and buy the singles. Whichever way it works, this set is becoming more available and cheaper. And do remember, now we're not there yet, let's be perfectly clear. We are not there yet. But VMAS Climax was the 1 year before VSTAR Universe. It was the end of year 2 equivalent. This is the end of year 3 of Sword and Shield. And that got reprinted and reprinted and reprinted and reprinted until it was just readily available. Like, it literally got to the point where I was shopping on the Pokémon Center and they just had packs of VMAX Climax in stock to the point where every time I put in an order, I'd just chuck a couple of cheeky packs of VMAX Climax in my order, not because I necessarily really needed them, but just because they were there and I liked opening VMAX Climax. It was frankly ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely ridiculous. Long may it last. But do you want to know something else which is extremely cool? The lovely Primal Lugia over at Poké Guardian informs us there is going to be a reprint of the Lillie Box in China. Now, I did learn about this from the lovely Primal Lugia, but it does need to be stated, it is just written on the Chinese website. Notification about the resale of Lillie Support exclusive gift box. Dear trainer, thank you very much for your love and support for the Pokemon trading card game. The Lillie Support exclusive gift box, which was released on November the 11th, 2022, is the first gift box product of the simplified Chinese version of Pokemon cards. Since its launch, it has been affirmed and loved by many trainers. We are deeply impressed. Pleasure. We are working with Google Translate here. My simplified Chinese is not good. Due to the attention and response to this product exceeded expectations, Lillie Support's exclusive gift box was out of stock after the release, which brought a bad experience to trainers, and we would like to express our sincere apologies. In order to allow trainers to buy their favourite products, we have carried out additional production of Lillie Support exclusive gift box. At the same time, I am also very happy to inform everyone, Lillie's exclusive gift box of support, the resale will start soon. And it's basically happening from 10 a.m. on the 26th of April at the Pokemon Tmall flagship stores. There we go. The flagship stores in mainland China, you can go and buy it from 10 a.m. on the 26th of April. And I love this, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely love this. Because this is more proof, if anyone needed, this is more proof that actually, yeah, Pokemon are listening. Now, this is over in China, admittedly, but it's still proof that Pokemon are listening. Now, this was the box that came with a whole bunch of stuff, most notably, of course, the alternate art of Lillie, but it also came with a bunch of other stuff, as you can see on the screen, playmats and sleeves and deck boxes and all sorts of lovely, fun things. And it was essentially, it came out, and then it sold out, and it was being like massively scalped, and that was a bad thing. I showed you in November it was selling for 53,000 yen over on Mercari, which I'm sure I don't need to tell you at this stage is massively above retail. To put that into context, 53,000 yen, you're talking just shy of like $400 or around about £325. 326 if you want to be pedantic. Which I kind of do. But my point is, this is a product which came out, sold out, and it could have been destined to be the kind of product which kind of almost like faded into lore of the game, just kind of like that mysterious playmat which came and went and was never seen again and became super duper crazy expensive. And actually, no, that's not where we are. And I love this. I love this so much. Because what this basically tells us is that Pokemon, even over in China, are listening. And this is a wonderful thing. And I'm a huge fan. And this is awesome. Go team, ladies and gentlemen. Go team. Right, there we go. That's what you need to know. Those are the reprints. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about these. Tell me if you're going to be picking either of these up. Tell me how excited you are. Go nuts in the comment section. But be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, all kinds of fun things. Oh yeah, and get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Tom the Game Nerd, who's a very lovely person, been supporting for a couple of months now and seems very lovely. So thank you very much to Tom the Game Nerd for being a lovely person. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross and you've been watching PTCG Radio.